Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. We're about to start our pre-market chart show. Say that real early without enough coffee. Anyway, it'll all be here on YouTube if you miss it live in the trading room. So the trick, though, is to register, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click that little bell, and then every time we put our pre-market video or any other training, stock trading videos out here, you will be alerted, okay? All right, we're going to get started in just a moment. Hang tight, 1 minute. Hey, good morning, everybody. Rick here. Today's date is Monday, June 26, 2023. Good morning. Julie, good morning. Carol, Thomas, JW, Muthu, Maureen, Mai, Chip, CJ, Ed. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Jack, JS. How's everybody doing today? Phil, good morning. Good morning. All right. Tyler, good morning. Boy, the gang is here this morning. Everybody. All right. Okay. Bob, good morning. Super big announcement today. Super big announcement. I'll announce it right now, right away this morning. Next Monday is July 3rd. We have decided to close up shop. So Tuesday being July 4th. Look, nobody, really, July 3rd, probably not the best day to be working. So there will be no hit and run candlesticks, right way options, or BYOB next Monday. That would be July 2nd, I guess, right? July 2nd. July 3rd, excuse me, July 3rd. All right, I seriously need more coffee. All righty, let's get started. Let's take a look at the market here. So as of the close, Friday, we are still above the trend indicator. I'm going to turn this off just for a second. There we go. We're still above the trend indicator on the SPY, but we're below the T-line. Clearly, the sellers have had control short term. A lot of traders, they want to see this a little earlier. One place to do that is maybe go to the hourly chart, and you can see that. Now, if you are a trend indicator follower right here, look at that hourly chart. You can see how we went below the trend indicator. So traders that are looking to maybe jump on things a little bit earlier and you are a trend indicator follower, run over to that hourly chart and that might give you when it starts to break. Now, of course, you can even get a little faster, going to a faster time frame, but I'm just going to talk about the hourly here. So we have that bullish trend. The sellers take control, and then you see that that's the downtrend that we've had. Here is that daily chart, and you can see the daily chart still bullish. So just like I use T2123 on the 15-minute and T2123 on the hourly to help with, are we in a solid bull run? Are we in a solid bear run, or are we in chop? And chop can be just, how do I say this? Yeah, let's look at let's go back over here at hourly. To me, that's chopping around. It's also in a down move here. So by looking at that dark chart, no price action, just simply look and see what the trend is doing. You can see that trend has changed. So to me, that's chopping around. And right now we're chopping around toward the downside on that 60-minute chart. So that's something that some people might want to look at. I had Friday late afternoon, I was having a conversation with somebody that was working with this, and we were talking about it, and I thought it was just a good thing to point out today. So, all right, let's take a look at some charts. Well, let's first take a look at the market. Let's do that. So here we are down, and I'm going to put this back on pre-market. There we go. Right now we're sitting here with two dojis, a doji yesterday. Pre-market is putting a doji in, which means absolutely squat, because you can't judge a candlestick till just about the day is over with. So it's just sitting there right now. We are above the trend line. As long as we are above that Trendicator trend line, I'll remain overall bullish in the market. If we lose that, there is a serious danger of coming down here to the 50-period moving average. And that's quite a distance. That's quite a, just like from this top here was quite a distance. So if this happens, we need to have some shorts ready to go. And if that starts to happen, because of the scanner, I'll be able to find shorts live in real time pretty darn quick. So another place is about this, you can barely see it, maybe this little, it's a dotted black line right here. That's the 50% move from these highs down to this low here. So if we break that, I'll just about bet money that we're going to go to the 50 here. So outside of that, chart-wise, maybe if you guys have some charts you want to take a peek at, we can certainly do that this morning for a little bit. I'll just kind of kick it off. I know some folks are in UNG as I am, and that is still looking quite bullish right now. We take on the highs of 770 here, then I'm going to be looking at about the dotted deuce up here. That's this red dotted line, 925, and that's still about a 25% away. So that's a nice little move, and that's still looking really good. Jack's throwing some snap out there. Overall, snap is bullish, Jack. The only negative I see about snap is you've got this this forest over here to the left to mow down. That's about the only thing I really see. And there's nothing to say that it's not going to mow it down. Let me get my. You can see the trend is still working, and the trend truly is your friend. So that's what I would look at. I don't know if you're in it or not. Let's take a look at TEVA. Look at TEVA setting up. TEVA is one of these, this chart pattern 17 to the 50 here. And that's about 5% or so up there. Once we get past that 50, then we can start looking at the 200 for a target. So far, everything is working out pretty nice on TEVA. So right now, to me, TEVA is looking a little bit higher. PANW, that's a beautiful chart setup. Excellent run. And if we take a look at this, let's do this here. Get that. If we take a look at this, something we're looking for is that little pop or a little rally. It could be multiple bars and then just a rest right here. Look at that. It did the same thing. Look at that. The same thing. Here we are. Same thing. So we're not asking for anything that it hasn't already done. We're not doing a thing different than what it's already done. Okay, so anyway, that's what we want to see, that repeat, and that repeat move up. So PANW is what I'll be looking at. Hello, Jamel. WKDL. Whoa. WKDY. Excuse me. So let's see here, Jamel. I'm going to read exactly what you wrote. WKDY, setting up bullish. I'm going to say no, and you might want to get back with me after the market opens when we have more time. Okay, so can you do that? I'm going to say an absolute no, and if you'll get back with me. Let's see, Franklin. I think you're asking me if PFE, AMD, KRE, and RBLX, are you still holding? The question is, are you still holding? And we'll talk about those after the market opens, okay? Let's see. All right, now let's take a look at Chewy. Look at that nice big gap up on Chewy, and then you see that follow through, and now we pull back and rest on top of the 200. Now that's chewing through some major moving averages right there, and now we've pulled back and rest. I think Chewy is a prime setup for a trade right now, and this is a really nice bullish J-hook setup. And the bullish J-hook will be when we cross over those highs right there. Just like that. Just like that. So Chewy is setting up pretty nice. I want to look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart, we're over the 200 period moving average. See that little gap right up there, right over here? That's about 11% away. I'm going to use the dotted deuce. I do that often. So that makes for a nice target based on the weekly chart. And here is what we're looking at on the daily. And look how it comes right to those tops over here. Nice. And now we're looking at, wow, 18% move. Sweet, sweet. What else do we have? How about some GNRC? This is set up. Beautiful trend. Trend really is your friend. You know, simplified trading is simplified trading. I think is the best way to go. Now we could arm wrestle over what's simplified. What's simplified for one person might not be simplified for another person. So, man, I would love to have a day or even a couple of days in the trading room where everybody shared their trading right down to a T. You know, where what is it you look for? Things like that, and just mark them off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 maybe. That would be a cool thing to do, I think. Yeah. In fact, that gives me an idea. We'll talk about it here in a minute. Let's see, FCX. This is one that I'm still in. Gap down. Looks like it gapped down and went right into support, so that's the reason I didn't close it. And then we ended up putting a tail on it Friday, so I'm pretty happy with that. And now we're opening up today looking pretty good, so this may be ready to roll up a little bit. You know, it's going to have to challenge that downtrend line, and it's going to have to beat it. Going to have to beat it for sure. So we'll keep an eye on that FCX. All right, Jamel typed incorrectly, so let's do this. It was W day bullish. There we go. And yes, absolutely, I would say that that's bullish. We've had a nice breakout using this as our resistant line. Boom. And we came back and tested it successfully. And here we popped up again. In fact, we broke out of those highs again. So very nice. Beautiful little flag right here. Let's just put that line down there. Trader's choice. There's no right or wrong to this. One could be a buyer inside here, and one could be a buyer outside here, below that trend magenta line, or above that magenta line, or wait for that pullback in here like this, and then watch for the buyers to step in. Bottom line, everybody that's going to buy it is negotiating in this area right in here. And we're negotiating so we get that next rally. Very nice, very nice. One more, and then we'll call it a day here this morning. Call it a morning. Look at American Airlines. Thanks, Nancy. Beautiful. Nice big move up. Here we are pulling back. It is kind of interesting. There are times when I talk to people that they have a chart like this and they're just out of sorts. They don't understand why a chart pulled back. You've got maybe, I'm not saying this is upgraded or anything. I'm just finding things that could cause it to go up. You know, maybe this stock has been upgraded. Again, I'm not saying it's been upgraded. Wow, it shouldn't be going back. Things like Buffett bought it. Oh, it shouldn't be pulling back. You know, they won a big contract or something. It shouldn't be pulling back. There's a record number of people flying now. Why is it pulling back? Welcome to technical trading. That's what charts do. Technical traders are about buying wholesale, not retail. And, you know, the chart moves up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll call that the high. That's retail buying, not wholesale buying. Technical traders love the trend, or at least trend technical traders love the trend. So here we're trending up. That's retail. So technical traders, they want to buy wholesale. So they want to buy on those pullbacks, and then when we start to come up, maybe. So it's not surprising. What happens, it moves up, smart money starts closing it out and putting profits in their pocket, and then it pulls back. That smart money starts buying it again, trading the swings. Anyway, hope that was helpful. It's time for me to get things settled in this morning and go to work at the bottom of the hour. Thank you all for listening in. I appreciate it. And we'll see you here in about 25 minutes. Thank you very much. See you later, guys.